WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Now I have a whammy for you. Reese's Bourbon Whiskey has nothing to do with the peanut butter cups. R-E-E-C-E-S, Reese's, actually from Nixa, Missouri. Now, this is actually just a whiskey they bought. They bottled it and so on. All right, so what I did is I bought for actually 2 or 3 years ago a box here. It was a tasting kit here in Germany, actually from Munich. And it was from the liquidtasting.de. .de is for Germany. Unfortunately, the website says down for repair and has been like that for months, if not a year or so. I paid about 30 euros, and what I got was 5 bottles, each with 4cl in them, plus shipping, plus a nice little card here, which I thought was excellently done. You have here the whiskeys. So I had a Jim Beam Black. Back then it was a 6-year-old. Yay, that was a triple aged. You have the Johnny Drum Black. Okay, the Kentucky Vintage. Naja, who knows? The Michter's Bourbon. Yummy. And you had something called the Reese's Bourbon. So, and this is the description of the taste. It was all in German, so I'm going to translate. So, with the Reese's Bourbon Whiskey, first of all, you have roasted corn with very fine wood notes in the nose, aromas of grain, as well as a very light sweetness of the dried fruits and the toffee come to the gums. That leads to a round, fruity, soft, and even though dry, total impression. The finish is soft and middle long. So something that's the background is something that's special about them is the the Reese's Distilled Spirits. Typed in ReeceDistilledSpirits.com, it's gone. Is a family-run company with its headquarters in Nixa, N-I-X-A, Missouri. Handmade in this very small company is the most important thing. So the spirits often have the attributes of being pure, soft, and full in taste. So 50% ABV, wow. Non-chilled filtered, interesting for a bourbon. Made in the USA, and it's a straight bourbon. It doesn't say Kentucky straight. It doesn't say, it might be an MGP. Because over here it says Kentucky straight bourbon. Here it says Kentucky straight bourbon. Here it says for the beam it says USA. All right, so it might actually be an MGP product, which would make sense because this is so good. All right, first of all, we have a little 4cl or 40 ml bottle. Now, look at the cork. Is that not a tiny little cute little cork? I mean, I haven't seen something like this ever. And the problem is it goes here and just falls off, all right? And now you push it in just tiny little bit and it's okay. But it's not something that's very, very safe. I'm going to have to send this off to someone. And so I'm going to have to put some parafilm around here and make sure that it stays tight. Now, 50%, the problem is over here in Germany and also on the entire World Wide Web, I did find the whiskey-based number. Someone did put it online, that's 76207, and the Reese's Distilled Spirits Company actually produced a blue label, which is 40%, and the black label, which is here 50%. There was a moonshine as well, but who cares about that? Now, I actually did my German video and I brought out a Knob Creek, I brought out a Johnny Drum Private Stock, I brought out the Four Roses Single Barrel, and it just didn't hit the spot because this is a lot of butterscotch. This was really, really nice. And then as soon as I started reading here, it's like, oh, it's probably Indiana. And Indiana MGP juice is so good, and that would explain a whole lot. So I have an independently bottled Missouri MGP bottle that somehow made its way over to Germany. Isn't the world a funny place sometimes? Cheers. Yep. I have the Mayer Pregor. I had the one of the, I think I had the blue label actually. Bought it in an auction. It was one of my best bourbons of the year. That stuff was so good. I think the guys up there, not Bourbon Insane, but rather what are the two guys that go up there in Wisconsin, Michigan? They're up in Michigan actually. They went to the Loves, I think it's called Distillery here, and they saw them bottling the Mayor Pingaroo. That was very, very nice. Yep, I think that's what this is. Cheers. Mm. Mm. The alcohol just supports everything. It's a little bit of a tingle on the tongue, but nothing compared to what I had with other bourbons here. This is actually butterscotch. A little bit of the candy corn coming in. You got a nice little bit of a baseline of the grain. I'm getting a very weak prune moment. Very, very weak, but it's there a little bit. Gives some depth, some complexity. I said if someone could get me a bottle of this, I would pay between 40 and 50 euros for this in Germany if you delivered it to my house. I don't know what happened to Reese's Bourbon. I have no idea. This is a very rare and exotic whiskey. If you know anything else about any company there in Nixa, Missouri, that produced or actually bottled whiskey, please write in the description. I'd like to know more. I Googled, I looked everywhere, I tried to find it. They even have a Facebook page with nothing on it. Yeah, those are the things happens here. I think someone just bought a case of this, brought it over, and then sold it on the market here and did a lot of samples with it. I have no other explanation for this. What would I give this? I would give this basically a solid B. This is an excellent, excellent bourbon. Very, very well done. Very, very holistically complex. Long-lasting finish. Very, very nicely done. And the corn, and the butterscotch, and the toffee, and a little bit of the dried fruits just kick in all together. Did I forget anything? So, I don't have roasted corn. I have a little bit of the wood in there as well, but it doesn't seem like I took the Knob Creek 9-year-old. Actually, I have a small batch left over, and took that. And it just drew out all the saliva from my mouth. It was like the estrogens was just way too much there. This has nothing of this. This is just a pureness, viscosity, a sweetness. Very, very nice. Very, very well done. Wow. Okay. If you can see the bottle, if you can find the bottle, please tell me. Even if it's an auction over here in Europe, I would actually bid for that because I thought that was nice stuff. All right. Rare and exotic whiskey. Even for me, I can't find another bottle of that, and all I had was a little tiny sample. Thank you very much for watching. My videos come out about 3 times a week. Please like, please subscribe, please tell others. My question of the day is, what bourbon around 50% do you love? Is it your Four Roses single barrel? Is it your Bottled and Bond beep beep beep? Is it then your Wild Turkey 101? Is it your Johnny Drum private stock? What is your Knob Creek 9-year-old or Knob Creek 100 proof? What is your favorite 100 proof 50 ABV whiskey? Yeah, often I say this is one of my don't tell anybody because it's so good whiskeys. But hey, who knows what else is out there. All right, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, and tell others about this crazy guy in Germany tasting and reviewing rare and exotic whiskeys in English. All the best. Bye-bye.